this ever not fall? Okay. Hi, hello. Hi. Today I kind of wanted to, okay, so first of all, I'm probably going to be recording way less videos now, so I'll probably not be posting every day because my roommate's back and I can't record with her in the room. So yeah, sorry. But I wanted to say, like, everything kind of sucks now. I don't know if it's just Gen Z and Gen Alpha now, because you're old enough now, or just like the world in general, but it seems like everything that you do now is cringe, and oh, you should keep that to yourself. Oh, we went from a 2010s where people would post every single thing about them somewhere to now low profile, you know, like digital footprint being extremely valued. And not only that, but in real life outside of social media too, it feels like everybody is always raving about the next thing that is embarrassing now. People think that any opinion, any preference, any taste is cringe to say. If you like Taylor Swift, you're too normal. If you like, I don't know, like a really niche band, then you're pretentious and you're weird. If you like art, you're weird. If you like reading, you're this, and then you can never talk about the things you like. If they're not like with your closest of friends. Hell, even with my closest of friends, I don't feel like we can talk about like the things that I'm really passionate about. The amount of times now that you talk to someone and you're talking about something that you're really passionate about and you just stop like, oh, sorry, I'm getting too excited. People aren't happy being happy. It stresses me out because it's like, I know that there's so many people that I would get along amazingly with because they like similar things as me. They share a lot of the same opinions as me, and the ones that they don't, I want to talk to them about. And I don't, because we never talk about it, and we can't talk about it or else it's cringe. It's like a trigger word at this point, and it just sucks because if you post anything online, you're cringe. If you don't, you're also cringe. And maybe that's one of the reasons that I started this YouTube channel in the first place, to kind of get over that fear of like, I don't care what people think, you know, like put my opinions out there, put my hot takes out there. And those who don't agree, like, I'm never going to see these people in my life. I don't care, you know? Like, I'm not gonna have like 10 bajillion followers and get recognized on the street or whatever. I'm just here making videos about whatever, and nobody will probably see them, and that's okay. But that sucks because people just don't seem passionate about anything anymore. I want to be something creative when I grow up, because ever since I was small, I've kind of lived art. I've always went to every museum that I can, and I watch films, and I love the cinematography, and I do art, and I try to do every medium of art that's available to me, and this is just an example. But now I feel cringe when I share my art. I feel stupid. I feel like it's not the best ever. So what's the point in sharing it if it's if I'm only gonna like give myself needless anxiety over it not being perfect? I don't really feel comfortable with anything anymore. I grew up being a very outspoken kid, like very like, let's pretend we're all in Minecraft in real life kind of gal. very unafraid to voice my interests. And look what happened to me. I was bullied. I was the weird kid. And you know, I did theater for 9 years. It wasn't like formal theater or whatever. It was just like silly little theater program for 9 years. And you know, I used to love public speaking. I used to go up to strangers on the street and talk to them. But it settled as I grew up, and especially after the pandemic, that people don't care about what I want to say, and I'm just going to be annoying, and I'm just going to get more judged, and it's going to be even worse for me, and you know, anything like that. And so I stopped voicing my opinions. I got stage fright. Now I can't even like talk properly in front of a class. You know, I can't give proper class presentations because my anxiety just gets really bad. Because I learned that sharing your feelings and doing all of these things is worthless, because for the longest time I thought, well, who am I if not for the opinions of other people held together by spit, by freaking scotch tape? And only now am I realizing, like, maybe it's because I'm in the senior year of high school. I'm like, I'll never see these people again. I am here for 5 more months, then I'm going to another country with other people. I'm gonna be in a big city. Literally anybody can be my friend. And if I lose one person who thinks I'm weird, who cares? You know? And it's only settling in now, especially after I broke up. I dated kind of like this guy that everybody kind of knew and is, you know, cool with. When we broke up, even though he's the one who did me dirty, everybody in the school started talking like, oh my God, it's so unfair what she did to him, even knowing nothing about the story. And that's kind of my aha moment of like, these people don't care to get the fact, or, you know, they don't care that about anything. They just care that it fuels their little drama. And I feel like that's also the case with personal interests, you know? People are just looking for opportunities to make themselves feel superior because, ooh, I listen to more niche music than you, or, oh, you're so weird and I'm so normal. That's what stresses me out, because it's very far conversations now that I kind of stop and I like get excited and I'm like, let's talk about this topic that we both love talking about. And we both get so passionate and excited about it. Like the latest topic that freaking happened was like with me trying to learn Russian, so I would have to do something to do during lines. All my friends started doing Duolingo together, and I started like actually really trying to like speak and write in Russian, and I would send everything to one of my online friends from Moscow. And you know, I was really excited. I was like, I learned the handwriting, I learned all the letters, blah 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 blah. And even then, I don't feel like I can talk about things with anybody anymore, because nobody wants to say anything that puts them as cringe or lesser than or anything. Maybe that's just a high schooler issue, of just like everybody cares too much about everybody else. Hopefully it is, because I do miss connecting with people based upon what we like, and you know, that feeling of finding things in common and feeling, you know, like you can talk and, you know, be passionate about something without turning into a lol cow or a meme or anything like that. Yeah, that's kind of a quick little reflection. We don't really like focus on even like teaching or like there is ignorant people out there. I'm sure I'm ignorant about a lot of topics. But now caring and teaching is cringe. So like if I'm wrong about something, people aren't gonna try to correct me. They're just gonna say, oh my god, you're so cringe. Because if they actually explain, now they're cringe too. That's another thing that I hate. I want to know so many things. But obviously, I'm not gonna get all the information in the world through Wikipedia diving, you know, like one of the ways that I became conscious about mental illness and I like really dove deep into learning about mental illness was learning that a lot of my friends had issues and I wanted to understand them. And you know, I heard their personal stories and everything like that. And I'm like, I was intrigued by the way that worked. So, you know, that kind of unlocked a lot of new things for me. I know that it's very unrealistic to expect, you know, like these big philosophical conversations where, you know, you're like chill with another person and there's mutual learning going on the internet or in a high school where I kind of hate everybody. But I don't know. Is it too much to ask for like another person who's tired of the status quo and wants to care and wants to be passionate and just, I don't want to be miserable. I'm very, very tired of being miserable. It's definitely not something I'd recommend. So yeah, here are some things that I like that people probably find cringe. I love old-timey musicals. I love Undertale. I freaking love reading webtoons, no matter how bad they are. I love listening to white girl music. Taylor Swift, love her. Sabrina, love her. Like, I love listening to Ed Sheeran's Galway Girl. Like, I would kill that in a freaking karaoke. I sing, and I sing badly. And I play like 5 instruments, and neither of them are good enough to say, oh, I can play this instrument. But I try. I like the sound that they make. I really like writing prose and poetry, even though a lot of the time it isn't that good. I really like having all of my little pens and stationery and taking them way too seriously and trying to venture out, trying to find, you know, like the best pen that I can. I have a sticker collection. I love making little bracelets. I love all of my OCs. I have so many OCs ever since I was a kid, and I love all of them. I love it when my friends love these stupid little things. I love the amazing digital circus and talking about it with my friends. Like, yeah. When I'm too tired of reading and I feel like I can't pick up another book, I read Captain Underpants, the copy that I pretended to give to my brother, but then he was mean to me, so I'm like, no. I love trying to learn new languages. I don't know. Now I'm just saying things that I like in general. I don't know. I need to stop caring. That's gonna cure my anxiety. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Just stop caring. I don't know. Kind of a venti part of this video, but when I was young, like, everything that I did was wrong, to the point where, like, my friends have told me, like, you are so on edge all the time that you don't let people do anything out of the fear of being inappropriate. Like, when I'm in a restaurant, I am quiet. When I'm in an Uber, I am quiet. I am in my own world. I do not like talking to people. I do not like asking for things that I deem obvious. I get like frustrated when people ask stupid questions to service workers because I'm like, oh my god, this person is gonna hate me forever. And it's a problem that I have. And maybe this YouTube channel is helping me. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, also look at this really cool trinket that I have. It's a little cat with a violin, and then it opens, and it's a little trinket box. And I have no idea what to put in here, because it's like a single pinky finger bag, so nothing is small enough to put in there. Okay. Bye.